Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. So today, or this week's haul, is a super exciting one. I just can't wait to get into everything because it was so fun to try out these fragrances, and I'm so happy that they're part of my collection. It is double exciting because, as you saw from the title of this video, I'm actually doing my first giveaway, and that is to thank you guys for the 2,000 subscriber count. I mean, I'm just so happy. Now it's like 2,200 or something, but I wanted it to be a part of this video, and I love having you guys be a part of this fragrance journey. You guys are from all around the world, so I thought it would be fitting that the giveaway is also worldwide. I will talk more about the rules of the giveaway and put them in the description box below near the end of the video, but I just wanted to thank you guys again for subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe because that is one of the things that will enter you for this giveaway. So we're gonna get into it. We have a whole lot of fragrances to get through. I think we have like 10, I believe, or more, so we're just gonna get right into it. And this haul is actually all from Julianna's Perfume. And I'm just so excited, and I was so happy to find out they are as good as I dreamed them to be. So thank you so much to Julianna's Perfume as well. I have a whole bunch to share with you guys, as I mentioned. So, and they're all extrait de parfum in terms of concentration, I believe, or at least that's what it says. So I'm gonna link their website in the description box below. It is not an affiliate link. Please do check them out and see which ones work for you, which one you'd like to get. So we're just gonna get straight into it. And I think we'll start over here. So before I get into it, I have 4 of these boxes. When you order from them, you get these boxes. So then it comes with the fragrance. It comes with these 2 smaller sprays. And then I will show you each of the, because you're blind buying, and I thought this was such a sweet touch. They also have like a little 2 ml of the fragrance in the back here as well for you to try, and you can just return if you're not interested. So it's a little tester. And because I have, and it comes for the larger of the bottles, obviously, not these little ones. And these are the ones that I'm gonna be giving away, all 4, and a letter from me I'm gonna be giving away. So I haven't sprayed them. Obviously, I've sprayed everything except for those little testers. So I'm gonna leave them in there, and we're just gonna get started. So Julianna's Perfume is a dupe house, and I was just always really interested in them, and I'm so glad to be partnering with them for this video. And I had a really great experience. So I've been wearing these fragrances for over a month now, so that I could really come back and give you guys a review. And what I will mention is they, on their website, you can see they have their fragrances that are currently for sale. They have fragrances that they used to have that are now discontinued because they might come back, and you can request for them to come back. So some of these are discontinued ones that may come back if you guys are interested, and if shoppers are interested. And then they also have the coming soons, and one of the coming soons, you guys, I'm so excited about. I'm like keeping an eye out for it. So you can also request fragrances that you'd like for them to make dupes for. I'm definitely gonna put in a couple more of my requests. I've already sent some in, but yeah, I just thought that was really nice that they actually take people's requests and they bring things back if people are interested. So we're gonna start with Inner Beauty, and that is a Parfum de Marly Delina exclusive. So I own Delina, the original Delina, and then I own a Delina exclusive dupe, which I like, but we'll get into it later, but it's something about it is off. So I've never actually smelled Delina exclusive, and I've always wondered whether or not I would want to, especially because of that dupe has, the other dupe has something off about it that is just very, I don't know, it kind of like burns the nose. But this one I think is to die for. And again, there are some of these dupes that I've smelled the original and some I haven't. The ones that I've smelled the original, it is uncanny how good of a match they are. So I'm gonna have to go off of that because I actually haven't ever smelled the Delina exclusive, but I love this. It's a little bit more creamy and a little less of that tart rhubarb, but it's still there for sure. I really do like it. I also like Delina, just the original Delina, so I'm not one of those people, at least based on this dupe, that is only one or the other. I honestly like both. But yeah, I really, really do enjoy this one, and Inner Beauty is a match for Delina exclusive. So what's nice about this is that is a pretty expensive fragrance, obviously, and we're gonna get to them. They all pretty much are. So if you are a fan of it, and you don't want to repurchase, or if you always wanted to know what these kinds of fragrances smell like, that's a really nice thing that they offer so that you can try them out. And I actually do like the boxes. I mentioned before I never keep my fragrances in the boxes, but this, because it's just so chic and it's clean and it's in there and it's easy to grab, I actually will be leaving my Julianna's perfumes in the boxes themselves. So then we get to the two smaller spray bottles that are in each pack. They are different perfumes as well, and they are not roll-on. They are actual sprays, which makes the world of a difference. So we're gonna start with Wicked Fantasy, and Wicked Fantasy is a dupe for Oud Bouquet, and currently this is one of the ones that is discontinued, but this is 100% match of Oud Bouquet, and I own Oud Bouquet. It's a complete match. And I also have another dupe of Oud Bouquet from another house. And again, it has that I can't wear that dupe. It's close to it, but it has that like chemically smell that just always turned me off. And this doesn't. It has that exact same medicinal oud sweetness that I love about Oud Bouquet, and this is completely, and yeah, it's a complete match, honestly. So if, again, you were always interested in trying out the original Oud Bouquet by Maison Lancôme, Wicked Fantasy, put in a request and you can try it out. This has obviously oud, vanilla, musk, ylang ylang, Bolnesia, Sarmientois, and rose. And I love it. I mean, I'm the kind of person who adores Oud Bouquet, so I knew I was gonna like Wicked Fantasy. And I do have the original, and I've smelled them, I've tested them next to one another, and they're a complete match. So that's been great. And then we have Monroe, and Monroe is a dupe for Dior's Holy Peony. This is also one of the ones that they used to offer and is now discontinued. I have never tried this. And I was thinking, I'm like, am I gonna really like this? Peony-centric fragrances have always been like okay, but never a total hit for me. Like for example, what is it called? The peony fragrance from Acqua di Parma, Pionia Nobile, is my least favorite of the whole Nobile range, but this is so much better. And I've never owned any of those exclusive Dior fragrances, like the full bottles. And I'm so glad that I have a version of it now that I can just wear, because they're so expensive. And anytime I can get like a decant or try them out, I take that opportunity. So Monroe, it has peony, rose, apricot, bitter almond, musk, and dew notes. I really feel like it is a very dewy floral with peony and some rose, and yeah, it really does smell like dewy. I don't actually get any bitter almond, I wish I did, but it's like musky and dewy, and it's got that beautiful peony and rose. And because it doesn't have the pink pepper that the Acqua di Parma has, I much prefer this. So this is going to be my go-to peony fragrance for sure. All right, so now we get to the next box, and the next larger bottle, which is going to be part of the smaller sample is going to be part of the giveaway, is Red Carpet Affair. And Red Carpet Affair is a dupe for Angélique Noire by Guerlain. I was so excited to have this because I've never tried Angélique Noire. I've only heard the best things, and it really, really surprised me. I don't know why, like what I was expecting per se, but it's just a lot stronger of like a deep floral than I think I was expecting, even though it's got like that noir element, I feel like really comes through. And I really like it. This, I believe, yes, I'm sure of it. This is the one out of all the fragrances that I'm going to talk to you about today, is the one that I was complimented on the most. 2 different people asked me what I was wearing. This has really caught people's attention, and I don't necessarily always get people commenting on my fragrance. So whenever it does come up, it's more rare of an occasion than you would think, at least for me. And 2 different people have picked that up, and they were wondering what this was. So I really, really like it. It is unlike anything else in my fragrance collection, which is the thing that drew me to it the most, even though it's not like your typical Mojon fragrance where it's like a powdery, makeup-y type fragrance. It is so unique to me, and I never smelled anything like this, and I don't have anything in my collection that smells like it, that it really did surprise me in the best way. And obviously it must smell pretty good on me to have people pick it out of all the fragrances I've worn. So, because I've definitely worn each of these more than once, and this is the only one I think that people commented on. Someone did comment on the Oud Bouquet one, which is Wicked Fantasy, being completely like Oud Bouquet, but they wouldn't have known it was a dupe anyways. Then we get to Floral Extrait, and this has rose, Jaffa orange, and apricot. And Floral Extrait is one of the discontinued ones, so you can request for it, but it is a dupe for Blooming Bouquet by Dior. And I have tried Blooming Bouquet, so I can report back that it is very similar. I feel like, and this is honestly just a comparison based on what I'm imagining that it smelled like from previous times, because I don't own Blooming Bouquet, but this does smell a little bit sweeter. Maybe it's the apricot, maybe it's the Jaffa orange. This smells more interesting than I remember Blooming Bouquet smelling like. I feel like that one smelled a lot more generic, of just like your run-of-the-mill floral. I always say that it reminds me of kind of my Burberry and how it doesn't stand out to me at all. But this stands out to me a lot more than that one did in memory. So personally, I would say even if it's not 100% of a match, I would have easily bought a full bottle of Floral Extrait over Dior's Blooming Bouquet from what I remember of memory. But I really do like it. It's kind of like this fruity floral that I think is more interesting than the original. And then we get to Aurora, and this has ambergris, vanilla, pralines, oak moss violet, jasmine, amber, and saffron. And based on the notes, if you are a hardcore fragrance lover, you might be able to guess what this is supposed to smell like, and you'd be correct. It's Baccarat Rouge 540. Now I have many a dupe of Baccarat Rouge 540. I think I have two or three already. And then I have some other ones that have like a Baccarat Rouge 540 vibe. And I smelled the original. What I really like about this is that it leans into the sweetness a lot more than my other dupes. So my Ajmal dupe and my Al Haramain dupe are less sweet than this one is. And sometimes, because I find that the original, every time I've worn it and sampled it, it does also sometimes have a tendency of going sweet. Depending on the day, sometimes I feel like I smell it really, really strong and it's the whole day, and sometimes I get like nose blind to it. That's just the original. But the dupes never do that to me. I've never been nose blind to them. But this really leans into the sweetness of it. So it's just like a touch more sweet. It's still very similar. So I actually do I've gotten more into this one. Maybe it's the praline and vanilla is more prominent, and it's got that touch of sweetness. So I have been reaching for this, and I haven't really been wearing any Baccarat Rouge 540 vibe fragrances for a while now because I'd gotten tired of them. But this one just had that added sweetness that I think was actually really nice. So that is Aurora. All right, so now we're gonna get to box 3, and box 3 actually does have a larger bottle of the full bottle of the Aurora, so I'm set for life on this Baccarat Rouge 540 dupe, which means that there is the smaller sample that will be part of the giveaway. So if you are interested in trying that kind of sweeter version of this fragrance and their version, then good news for you, it'll be part of the giveaway. And now we're gonna move on to the 2 smaller spray bottles. So the first one is Selfish Kind of Love, and this has blackberry, vanilla, rose, tonka, sandalwood, lavender, petitgrain, jasmine, and bergamot. And this is supposed to be a dupe for Dior Addict. And again, this one comes very close. I feel like maybe because I have the 2012 formulation, this is different to that just slightly. It's kind of like an 80% match. But I really like this. This is a lot, it seems to kind of lean towards a Dior Addict, but highlighting berries, which at first I'm like, why do I keep smelling berries in this? Like really dark, rich berries. And then I realized literally the first note is blackberry, which I'm not sure if that's the same in Dior Addict. It still has that deep, rich, like dark vanilla tonka, which I really like. And that's what makes Dior Addict for me, but this is kind of like a berry heavy version of that. So this is Selfish Kind of Love. Currently, I was checking the website, this one's sold out. And I can see why, because I feel like it's the kind of fragrance that a lot of people would like. And again, it comes pretty close to it, but this one, even in the ways that it's different, because I do have Dior Addict, I do like the way that they've taken and interpreted this and just given it kind of like a berry flair. Now, this is my favorite one. I want a full bottle of this whenever I go through this. This is called Bad Bitch, and Bad Bitch is it's a dupe of Rouge Malachite and by Armani, and I love this. I love this fragrance. I've tried Rouge Malachite in store, so I don't have it on me to compare, obviously, but it does come very close. I love that kind of like white floral. Oh my God, I love that white floral in this. It's so nice. And honestly, whenever I've tried Rouge Malachite in store, it does not last on me. I don't know if it's just because I'm trying it quickly in the store, but it really, really doesn't last. So it's also been one of the reasons where I'm like, oh, well, it's a pretty expensive one. I don't want to keep overspraying, but I don't care because I'll just overspray this over and over. Whenever it goes away, I just overspray, and I really do like it. So it's a really beautiful tuberose, and scent wise, it's incredible. Even though the performance isn't there, it's incredible. So I'm so happy to have this dupe. And this is tuberose, orange blossom, pink pepper, ylang ylang, fresh notes, coumarin, jasmine, benzoin, amber, and vetiver. This has lasted longer on me than the original, but the original barely lasted. Again, I don't know what it is about me, but that one, and it might just be me because I really don't own it. This one doesn't last, like it's not beast mode on me, but it lasted longer than that one did. So I'm going to be spraying Bad Bitch every single day because I just love that scent. So Bad Bitch is a dupe for Rouge Malachite. All right, so now we get to the 4th and last box, and we're actually gonna start with we'll start with the larger bottle, the full bottle, which again, will have the sample of which will be available in the giveaway. And this is Sex on Fire, and that is a dupe for Initio Absolute Aphrodisiac. This one took me for a journey. So this, I believe it's this one, let me see. Yeah, okay. This is a very interesting scent, and because I haven't tried the original, at first I was really taken by it, and I had to look up a bunch of reviews, written and videos and everything to see what the original fragrance smells like, because I just heard that it was very unique and great, and I thought people really liked it. But after having read reviews, I can guarantee you that even having not smelled them, this and the original must smell alike, because everything they've said about this fragrance smells very, very, very similar. Let me preface by saying that this is not my jam, but it's because I don't think I would even like the original. The uniqueness is taking a very, very strong turn. And the reason for that is that this is an animalic sweet fragrance. And I don't like animalic fragrances. I have dipped my toe in them. And when it's very, very minor and maybe in the base and not mixed with a bunch of sweetness, then I've slightly been able to make it work. But this is a very animalic forward fragrance, and my nose just does not do well with that. I've had some other people try this out, and everyone else I know has had a better reaction to this than I do, because what this gives me is a very animalic, like sweet, sweaty fragrance. And I'm just not a fan of Initio's Absolute Aphrodisiac, so I wouldn't have been a fan of Sex on Fire. But I do think it's interesting that they named it this, and even the Aphrodisiac, because when you do like it, or if you do like animalic fragrances, they do have a sexy quality to them, because it's very obviously animalic, but it kind of smells like body odor, but in what is perceived to a lot of people as like pheromone sexy kind of way. For me, that's not the case. It smells a lot better when it's just like in the air, like I smelled it now, but on my skin, because then it's like mixing with body chemistry, it just doesn't work for me. That's me personally, and I always am honest with you guys. I've loved every single one of their other fragrances because I like the scent. This one, in terms of performance, quality, and everything else is there. It's just every scent can't be your favorite, and most of the scents in the world are. Animalic scents I still struggle with. So it might work for you. It's part of the giveaway. I think it's fun to try, and yeah. So that's Sex on Fire. Then we get to Heavenly Soul, and this is a dupe for Dior Gris d'Or. You guys, I want this fragrance. Either Julianna's Perfume, obviously, because it's way, way, way more affordable, but I want a full bottle of this. This has oak moss, sandalwood, rose, amber, patchouli, cedar, white musk, lemon, bergamot, green notes, and aquatic notes. I'm gonna spray this one up here. I'm running out of room, but oh my God. This is spectacular. I mean, I'm assuming obviously it smells very close to the original. I've never smelled it, but this is a woody amber fragrance dream. This is a very, very, very close second to Rouge Malachite, just because I already even knew I liked this one. But out of the ones I'd never tried, this one, Heavenly Soul, it's incredible. And it's on their website. It's one of the ones that they used to make and are discontinued. But like I said, you can request for it. And I love it. I really, really love this one. So I cannot recommend it enough. And then finally, the last one is Love Triangle. And this one is supposed to smell like Dior Ombre Nuit. I have tried this one. I have tried the original, and I do like it. Again, the original had a Rouge Malachite situation where it did not last on me at all. I had a decant of it, and it was so disappointing. This one lasts longer than that one. This has amber, pink pepper, tonka, clove, rose, cinnamon, vetiver, amorous, and heliotrope. Amber is a pretty loved note in my book. Like, I like it no matter what. And this one is no exception. Let me just spray it. Why not? Yeah, it really is nice. And it's nice that it lasts a little bit longer. It's kind of spiced and warm, and it does better in fall and winter. And it just kind of, yeah, it just works for me. If I'm gonna go something deeper and warm and rich, I like when they're spiced, but not spicy. So that is, what was that one? Love Triangle. And it's a dupe for Dior Ombre Nuit. All right, so now we get to the giveaway. So the rules for the giveaway will be in the description box below, but I will mention them here as well. You will be getting the little samples, one of each of the larger bottles. So you'll be getting 4 little samples and a letter from me. And what you need to do to be entered into the giveaway, you need to be subscribed to my channel here. You need to follow me on Instagram, and you need to leave 2 comments. 1 comment underneath this video and another comment on the Instagram post that has this video's photo posted up. So it's posted up today, just like this video. You can leave anything in the comments. You can let me know which one of these fragrances you'd like to try, which one you think you'd like to try, if you've ever tried them before, anything about Julianna's perfume, and you will be entered. You just need to make sure that you're leaving a comment here, being subscribed here, and that you're following me on Instagram, and that you leave a comment on that photo as well, and you will have an entry. So that is all you need to do. I am going to leave the date that I'm going to be doing a draw. And you know, the more you comment, the more entries you'll have, obviously. And I'll leave the due date in the description box, and then I'll just reach out to you guys. So if, you know, if it's one of the comments on the video, then I'll just comment here. And if it's on Instagram, then I'll just DM you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you will enter. Thank you again to Julianna's Perfume and for the lovely letter you sent. It was so beautiful. I've honestly been enjoying wearing these fragrances so much, and I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.